The Low Scale Gaming podcast is now available on Spotify, as well as iTunes and YouTube. If you enjoy the show, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and we hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast, the week of January 9th, 2020. I'm your host, Ghostland's Finest, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how are you doing today?
I'm still not used to hearing 2020. Like, it's weird.
I'm Ghostland's Finest, and this is 2020.
Dateline 2020.
You can only make that joke for another year, and then you can't make it anymore.
That's how I'm going to open this podcast every time now. So, like, I'm Ghostland's Finest. Welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. This is 2020.
Is there a sound bit for 2020?
There has to be. It's because it's Barbara Walters 2020. Wait.
It's just the Law and Order sound bit. Just da-da.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, there is an opening.
And I'm Barbara Walters, and this is 2020.
There is one! Oh my god, yes, I'm going to do that. We might get copyrighted, but I'm going to do it anyways, at least for this one. That's funny.
If we sing it, then it's
no, because we sing horribly.
It's called a cover, Ghost.
Yeah, I know that. That's why Five Finger Death Punch is an awful band. Because they do nothing but covers. But anyways, hey, it's a new year. How y'all been? How you been, Conan?
I'm doing okay. Like, this week at work has been a cluster, to say the least. Just kind of picking up after everybody went on vacation.
Everybody got crazy on New Year's and did stupid stuff with their kids.
Like,
it happens. I understand.
I've just been
All
playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know, how there's an off season for music, for band, or for teachers. I mean, what's the off season for CPS?
The summer.
Summer.
Because the kids aren't in school for teachers to call stuff in.
CPS.
Yep. CPS hates teachers.
Why?
Because they're the ones who call everything in, and teachers see very little as in terms of CPS stuff. So they see little Johnny's got a scar or something and just call it in. And then a lot of the stuff that gets pushed forward and pushed out to the workers is not really worth DHS time to go out and investigate. So a lot of the workers have a poor...
So are you telling me that every time that I've had to call DHS for the stuff that was going on with my brother, that they just kind of ignored everything I said to him because I'm a teacher?
No. I'm just saying it has a stigma to it, that there are some teachers who abuse it and call for everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything has to get investigated the same, regardless of who calls it in or what it is, as long as it meets the criteria.
Oh.
Also,
okay.
teachers are just doing their job. So
let's see. I've literally been told before that I can get fired. That if I see something and don't say it, I have to
you have to report it. Literally, everyone over 18 has to report child abuse.
Yeah,
and that's what I told everybody too. And I was like, I was a teacher for 4 years before doing this. Like, everyone at any school I've been to has always said, if you know something and don't report it, you could lose your job.
Everyone in the workforce is just a big old whiner too. So
yeah, that's true. I have a lot of whiny people around me.
There's always people that are just whiny. It's always something. It's just all right, whatever.
Just shut up and do your job.
Mage, how are you doing?
I am doing, really pretty well. I had one bad day this week, and it wasn't really that bad a day. It was just really super busy.
Mm-hmm.
And very much just catching up on the week that I was gone. Vacation was fantastic.
Yeah, tell us about boat trip.
Well, we're on a boat.
To give a little bit of contrast or context, not contrast. I know we haven't had a podcast in almost a month now. We've taken a nice little extended holiday break after the ghosty, that 3 hour 3 hour long ghosties. And we're going to talk about our little holiday what's the word I'm trying to say? Escapades. That's right. So we're going to talk about that for a little bit before we jump into our topics. So Mage, I gotta clear my throat again. Excuse me. Mage went on a boat trip. So tell us about that, Mage.
So I went on a cruise.
Oh wait! We gotta tell you all the reason why he went on the boat trip. Because he wanted to avoid all the Dallas Cowboys problems that they were having and avoid me making fun of him. So that's why he went on the cruise in the middle of nowhere and didn't get cell service.
Because I definitely did pay for this cruise several months in advance.
I mean, let's be honest. The Cowboys were bad when you paid for it too.
That's true. There, Cody Jones.
The Cowboys had a really good start. We were 3-0 at the very beginning, and I started paying for this cruise like back in August. So the Cowboys were doing great back in the beginning.
Was that before or after you flaked on TNT?
That was after.
I'm just new boot goofing.
Well, all right.
Wait, what did you just say?
I'm new boot goofing.
I'm not even going to justify that with a comment. Continue, Mage.
You've never seen Reno 911?
It's just a weird phrase he's heard at work. The week before vacation was Christmas and Christmas Eve and all that stuff. And that was insane. I had so much stuff that I had to do. I actually had to come in on Saturday before I left on my flight just to finish up documenting.
Oh, that sounds like
I
fun.
ended up staying up the whole night. Like I just went. I came in like Saturday night and I stayed there till like 2, and then left to go on my flight to Jacksonville.
Jesus, that's cutting it. That's cutting it a bit close, isn't it?
No, my flight was at 5. So, and I flew from Tulsa. So
okay.
it wasn't. No, I got to my flight just fine. But it was just annoying that I was like, oh, I had to do this before I left, and I didn't even get everything done at that point.
Oh,
but I was like, whatever, vacation time. I'm sure we'll deal with it later.
This is a future me problem.
Yeah, this is a future me problem, and at this point, I don't care what they do because that was ridiculous that I had to do that in the first place.
Right.
So, I left from Tulsa to Houston, and it's just like the plane, like the weather is awful that day. Like it's really foggy and rainy, and like we stayed in the air trying to land at Houston Airport, like an extra 30 minutes. Like it's in Tulsa to Houston's not a long flight. That's like a 30-minute flight anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I can't relate. I've never been in a plane, and I'm never going to be in a plane.
Well, planes are the seats are terrible. I flew United. It's a questionable.
Dude, all right, I'll tell you what. Ever since like this stuff that happened in the Middle East this week, and old Iran shooting down that 737, that's been confirmed that they shot it down. New York Times is reporting that. I'm not flying. I'm not flying in a plane. I don't care.
Don't fly in the Middle East.
I'm not flying in a plane anywhere.
Fly over Iran.
No, I'm perfectly fine with driving everywhere. Okay? I don't care if that means I'm not going to Hawaii. Don't care. It's hot there anyways.
Our deal is that we took planes to get to Jacksonville. Not so much that we couldn't drive to Jacksonville, but like I knew at least that
that's not that bad of a drive. What's about?
I don't want to drive back after doing a week of vacation.
You're just a weenie.
Maybe, and like I said, we could have done it, but it was much easier to fly.
He got that DHS money to spend, so he could afford the plane ticket.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I saved for this stuff, so I wasn't too worried about it. But like because our flight was so delayed to Houston, we literally landed when we started boarding for my next flight. And, and we landed, and I was just like, "Oh God, I'm gonna miss this next flight." Like I was freaking out.
Yeah.
But the gate that we landed at, literally the gate that the next boarding gate was like right next door. Like I literally went out and saw. I was like, "Okay, I'm at the gate that we need to leave at." So it was super lucky for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Mage
That's
was
a
about
good
to have
luck.
to sprint across the whole airport.
Oh my God, I was like ready. I was so worried about it.
He had his pre-workout ready to go. He knew he was about to run.
I was like, "We're good."
Too.
This is what all this exercise has built me for.
I was training for this moment.
He puts on his AirPods, and it's the Rocky theme going. He's sitting there in his airplane chair, just getting hyped up, rocking back and forth. People are looking at him like he's about to do something. Like, dude, are you all right? And he just rips it off. It's time to go, and he just like runs,
sprinting out the airport. Snagging this big ass dude. But no, it was right next door. Like literally, when we entered, I didn't have to go anywhere. Like the gate was like right there.
That's good.
So that was super lucky. Like super lucky. But because our flight was so delayed, my bags didn't make it on that plane with me to Jacksonville.
Oh, that's fun.
So I got to Jacksonville at 11 a.m. My bags didn't get there till 8 p.m.
Nice. That's what you want.
But I was so worried because they wouldn't update me on where my bags were. Like they delivered my bags to the hotel, but I didn't know that they were going to be at the hotel till they literally got to the hotel, and I was like livid.
Well, at least they got there.
Yeah, at least they got there, but like
you could have went on boat. You could have went on your boat trip and just like
it took 9 hours for those bags to get there though. So
they would have been there with
you. Ideally, you want them to arrive with you.
Listen, they would have been there with you the whole time if you just would have drove.
I just would have drove.
I said he flew, right, but his bags drove.
Yes,
my bags drove. My bags.
That's a good one.
My bags are 16, so they're old enough. But no, the cruise was wonderful. Like it's everything I ever wanted a cruise to be. Had good company. Some friends that I've known for a long, long time went with us.
I like how me and old Conan Jones, no invite.
Not even
like not even a thing.
It wasn't my place to invite you because I got invited to this because we were celebrating one of my oldest friend's birthday.
Mage and I have been friends for like 6 years now. Nothing.
Well, this guy I've known for like 20. So I got invited to this.
So in 14 years, we can go on a cruise finally, or go do something fun on vacation with everybody. But we have to wait those for like the next for the next little bit. We don't matter. We just do a podcast with each other and then nothing.
Well, you guys figure out a vacation. Hit me up.
Let's do something over the summer. Whenever we all have, whenever it chills like dead time.
That's fair. We can do that.
We'll
figure it out later.
That's gross.
All right, later podcast.
All right.
But like, so the cruise boat is huge. It's like a floating hotel.
That's what they're supposed. Yeah,
but they have like everything in there. Like there was a casino there. There was plenty of bars. They had a piano bar in there. Like music 24/7. There's someone playing live music somewhere.
See, I would love to go on a cruise if like it just stayed like
attached to the dock.
swimming a distance away from the coast. As soon as I'm just like, yeah, I probably can't swim that, I freak out.
Yeah, you would
Well,
not
the ocean's so pretty.
It is. It's pretty from like standing there right on the beach, and you look out. It's beautiful to look at. You know, you're 2 miles out there. You know, never mind. That's not for me.
It was really cool being at the front of the boat at night and just like not being able to see anything, just like blackness out in front of the boat.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Y'all are like talking about my literal nightmares right now.
But like it is kind of crazy. Like you're like when you're reading about history, you're like, why was sailing across the ocean such a big deal? And then you get out in the ocean, you're like, wow, there's nothing. It's literally nothing.
Yeah, they go off the stars.
It's like a big old sea desert, water desert.
A big old sea desert. There's the name of our episode.
This is a big old sea desert.
Just there's nothing there. It's just like every direction you just see water.
It's like it's an ocean or something.
Oh, I know, but it's like it's hard to. It's easy to say that it's big, and it's another thing to experience.
Look, I've seen Titanic. All right, that's about as much. That's about as much as a boat as I want to deal with. I'm not going to.
Well, that's on you.
I've made that. Like, I'm happy with that. Okay, like I don't care to do that.
Just there's literally 24/7 food. Anytime you want.
That's more food for me to get heartburn, and then for me to get anxiety to think like my chest is like about to explode.
Dude, it's vacation. Just enjoy
and I'm in the middle of the ocean, nowhere near anything, and I have responsibilities. No, that would make my anxiety like go through the roof.
You would have to like ride a helicopter to get any help.
See,
this is why we don't invite ghosts to.
No, if y'all are talking about like going for a cruise over, no, I'm not a party pooper. It's just if there's something I don't like, I'm not gonna get peer pressured into doing it. Like if we want to go somewhere for this summer for like a fun like weekend or something for like vacation, I'm all game for that. If y'all was just like, hey, let's fly down there, I'll drive down there, or I'll drive to wherever we're going. Okay.
So I'll drive the night before. We'll meet around the same time.
All right, Nate's done with this story. Now it's mine. Because Conan really didn't do anything fun over the break.
Yeah, I just saw family, so it's like. Oh.
So I went to Atlanta and went to the OU game. I drove out there from my house here in Oklahoma to the hotel in Atlanta. It's about 13 hours of some change of driving, not accounting for stops. So I guess like putting in stop, it's probably about 15 hours total for one way. It's not bad. If I was driving by myself, I would have just did it the whole way and just not worried. But I had my brother with me, so I stopped in Memphis both times, going and coming back. We got a hotel room. Kind of didn't really rush out there, kind of like how I'm used to doing whenever I'm going to like an OU game or going to vacation and stuff. I'm just used to like rushing out there and rushing back. But this time I got to really enjoy myself, and it was really nice. It was good to just have a nice, I was gone for about 6 days, I think. I left on Christmas Day and got back the Monday before, I got back. I left on Christmas Day and got back that Monday afterwards. And I had a good time. We went to the Georgia Aquarium. Oh, if you ever get a chance to go to like Atlanta, or there's this thing there called the City Pass. A bunch of all these other cities do it too, like big tourist cities. And you get to go to like these different like iconic things to do there. So what we did there when we was what my City Pass was for was to go to the World of Coca-Cola, to the Georgia Aquarium, to the College Football Hall of Fame, to the CNN Studios. I didn't care about that one. And then to go see the Atlanta Zoo, which is all really good things, minus the CNN thing. But the other things are all really good things to go do, especially that I have an 8-year-old with me.
What was wrong with CNN?
I didn't think it was going to be fun.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Fair enough.
With I have an 8-year-old with me, I didn't think it was going to be fun.
Fair enough.
Compared to the zoo and the aquarium.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, you're 8. Do you want to go like see fishies and go see like animals, or do you?
For some reason, I was thinking these are all places that you went to, not places that you were thinking about going to.
Or were able to go to.
No, I was able to go to. The only one I didn't go to was the CNN Studios. I didn't really care to go to that one. But the biggest thing was with the City Pass thing. You get to go through all the expedited lines. So I saw this World of Coke. I got the World of Coca-Cola at like 11 o'clock, an hour after it opened. The door is like literally zigzagged all the way out there to like the front, to like the gate. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this is going to be rough. And they're like, do you have a City Pass? Like, yes. Oh, here you go. Right to the front. I'm like, thank you. Here we go. I'm looking at all these people. I'm just like, y'all have probably been here since 10 o'clock. I feel bad for you. And I'm just I'm moseying right in. I'm practically strutting into the front of this line. Okay. And this happened at the World of Coca-Cola and the College Football Hall of Fame and the zoo. I just got to like strut to the front of the line. The aquarium wasn't that busy, to be honest, for us to have to worry about that. No, it was. That's right. I did get the aquarium was the very first one I got to strut to the front of the line. It's worth it. It's worth it just for the sheer fact that you get to go, even if you like don't, even if you don't go do like everything, like with your ticket, still worth it to get the City Pass thing. If you go to at least 3 of the 5 things you can do on there, but you get to cut in line in front of every single one of them, it's worth it. So, it was good, but the kind of bad note about it is that the OU game was awful, but
you are not lying.
Yeah. I'm not going to get too much into that, other than I had great seats for the game. I had great seats for that nightmare. I was on TV a couple times.
Joe Burrow just annihilated.
Did y'all see me on TV? I was wearing red.
Yeah, you were the one.
I was, though. I was right behind the on your TV. I would have been behind the left field goal post, about 10 rows up.
Yeah, see, I kind of really stopped actually watching it, probably quicker than I normally would like to admit. But
when I started watching it, I was like, all right, if they get 2 touchdowns and we get nothing, then this game is lost. And sure enough, that happened, and so I turned it off.
It's probably good. I wish I could have turned it off, but I was there.
I mean, at least you could get like beer and stuff.
No, I couldn't. Okay, here's the other thing. No, I couldn't, because 1, I was with my brother, and I don't drink around my brother. And 2, I was with my grandma, and I don't drink around my grandma. She hates it. So, it was a double thing. Normally if I'm at an OU game, I'll just be like, 1's fine. I'm not going to like get like hammered there. But even if my brother's with me, I'll just have like 1 and then be fine. But, my grandma's sitting right there next to me. I'm just like, I can't really like chug a beer right next to my grandma knowing that she hates this. So,
it was worth a shot.
Yeah. But all in all, it was a really good trip. I had a good time, made some good memories. That's kind of what I was telling my brother about, because he was feeling bad about us getting demolished. And I was just like, this game sucks right here, but we had a good time. We made some good memories. We did some fun stuff. He lost one of his video games he got for Christmas, and I was mad. And, it is what it is. He lost Luigi's Mansion for the Switch. And I'm really mad about it because I wanted to play that game too.
Sad day.
Oh man.
So then he was just like, "Can you get it for me for my birthday?" And I looked at him and I didn't give him an answer. So I don't know if I actually am or not, but
Just do that little laugh that you do.
Make him do chores and have him earn it.
yeah, but I still gotta pay for it again. I don't want to pay for it again.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
matter
if
if
he
he earns it or not. I don't care. He go earn it from somebody else then. Anyways, all right, where are we at with time? We are 30 minutes in almost.
Are we really?
Yeah, we're 25 minutes in.
All right.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Cody Jones, what is your fail of the week?
So yesterday I was out having to go talk to this parent. Didn't answer the door, so I was like, okay, I left a letter. I'm going home. So while I was kind of out doing this, I was on the phone with longtime listener Joby. So I was talking with her.
Hi, Joby.
I get a call on my work phone as we're talking, and I'm kind of driving home, and one of the ladies I work with is just like in a panic, just like sobbing. I knew she went out to go to initiate a case before we kind of left the office at the same time.
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Oh my gosh, Conan," and just crying. It's like, okay, what's going on? And she said, I'm out trying to initiate this case, and I got back to my car, and my car won't start.
She's crying because of that?
I was like, okay. She's like, I went to the front office of this apartment complex to see if they had anyone that could come help me, and they don't have anybody, and I don't know what to do. Do you have jumper cables? No, I don't have any jumper cables. Okay, where are you?
I appreciate this voice you're doing.
She was kind of up on my end of town, so she was only like 10 minutes away from where I was. So I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll come help you real quick. Like, it won't be a thing. But so I get over there, and she had like parked in this spot that you couldn't reach, so we had to like push our car in neutral back to a different parking spot back behind us so I could even like try to get close enough to jump it. Jumping it did absolutely nothing. Let it sit there for like 10 minutes. I was like, okay, maybe it's just like
She's
really
probably
dead.
out of gas.
No, it was the battery. But
okay, the battery was just fried.
Yeah, so like I ended up having to rip it out, and we went to AutoZone and they charged it, and they were going to charge her like $180 for a battery. She's like, I don't have that kind of money till we get paid. And I was like, well, you're on borrowed time with this battery, hon. Like, don't count on this lasting very long, especially if it's going to be cold and nasty later this week.
Right.
This weekend, like. But we were able to get it charged and got it going and stuff. So it's, I guess, as good as it could have been.
Well, that's good.
But it was just like, man.
That's weird that it wouldn't start with a jump, even though it got charged.
Well, like, because we went and got it charged after I tried to jump it. Because I just kind of wanted to see him, have him look at it and test it, see if it was even still good at all.
Did you let it sit there for like 5 minutes, or you just like put the cables on and try to jump it then?
No, I just put the cables on and tried to turn her car on.
Okay, that's where you messed up at. You gotta let it charge for a minute.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, because if it charged, that means it still holds the charge. So
what do you mean you gotta let it run for a second?
You gotta let your car run for a minute, like revving the engine up on it.
Wait, my car has to be on too?
Are you?
Yeah, dude.
No,
yes, I'm kidding.
No, okay,
I'm not an idiot.
Oh my god.
They both ran for like 15 minutes.
Oh my god. You got me, Conan. You got me. You got me. I had to go grab my heart monitor. I felt my blood pressure going up. Oh my god.
My car's supposed to be on? Oh. Good one.
All right, that was a good one. You got me. You got me good.
But yeah, so it didn't even really, it wasn't even trying to turn over, trying to jump it. So I was just like, well, let's just take it out and see if it's just totally fried or not, if it's even worth trying to sit here and wait on it.
Yeah.
And he got it charged up enough. He was like, it may work, it may not. I'm not like, no promises. If it does, there's no promises that it'll last very long, but that's about the best that we can do.
Right.
So, but it turned over, and she left her house this morning on the same battery, and I was like, well,
You're brave.
You are brave. She's like making it last till Wednesday, till payday. I'm like, okay.
Mage, tell us about your fail of the week.
That's like the perfect time to use a credit card. I hate credit cards, but like that's when you use one.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, Mage, tell us about your fail of the week.
Just my Monday. Monday's a terrible day anyway, but it's Monday after a week off, and like everything piles up in that week, and freaking, I had to do like 2 court reports before. I got to fill out 2 court reports before noon on Monday, so I can send them off for court literally the next day. Which you're not supposed to do. Those are late.
Yeah,
you're supposed to do them like a week in advance.
Fun times.
There was no way I could have gotten it done the week before. Like, no way. Because I tried. Like, I stayed up until like 2 on that Saturday trying it out. So. But anyway, and for some reason when I got back, my work cell phone doesn't have service. And it hasn't had service all week. I think we might have figured it out today, and we have AT&T on it, so hopefully it'll be fixed tomorrow. But that's been kind of obnoxious.
Did you take it with you to boat trip?
No, I didn't. I was at home. But it's kind of like, all right, how do I get a hold of my clients and stuff?
Yeah.
But I just use the desk phone, but it's really inconvenient when you're on the road and you can't make a call.
Like, I gotta bust out my Rolodex to get these numbers going.
Man, I could still tell you my house number from like the 90s, but I couldn't like.
That's
I couldn't
weird.
remember my wife's phone number for the longest time.
That's weird.
Like, we haven't had a landline at home in years.
To be fair, I can still remember my dad's cell phone that he had, like the very first number he had, but but then he hasn't had it for like 5 or 6 years. So
I can remember my dad's first cell phone number. I don't think my cell phone numbers ever changed. Actually,
I'm really glad mine didn't. Whenever I switched over to Verizon, was I there for? Did y'all? I don't know if I was here for this podcast or not, or if I had said it on the podcast or not. But I got an iPhone 11. I don't remember. It's been a month.
Yeah, you told us.
Okay.
I think you got it for Christmas?
Yeah, it was my Christmas present. I got a lot of things from me for Christmas.
Beautiful. Did you get the 3rd camera?
No, I wasn't gonna shell out another $300 for that. I didn't care. I don't take that many pictures anyways.
Right.
Like, I just wanted to get a new phone just to... I got a new phone to just say, hey, I got a new phone. And not
I'm gonna keep mine till it dies, so... That's right.
Well, I paid, like, the good thing is that I paid off the other phone that month. So there's no, like, blow over for it at all. It's just straight to a new phone kind of thing.
That's helpful, at least.
So I don't have to make payments on the Boost one anymore. And, the whole reason why I wanted to get a actual, like, good plan with, like, a good company is because I wanted to be able to, like, one, I didn't want to have any worries on the road about, like, losing signal or anything like that. And I never did. I think maybe for a little bit in a span in Mississippi, I lost signal for just a little bit. But for everywhere else, it was completely fine. And that's the main reason why I wanted it. But, all right. My fail of the week is just... I already talked about going to the OU game. That was rough. But coming back to school, oh my god. Okay, so we had a basketball game last Thursday, and at the basketball game, 3 of my kids told me they were quitting band, and I was just like, "You're quitting band right at like the time where I need you the most," and I'm just like, "Man, this is gonna suck." And I'm like sitting there, I'm just like, "What am I gonna do?" I'm just kind of like, I'm not like defeated the whole night, but I'm really like quiet and really mad the entire night, but like not like the angry yelling mad, but the more just like
scared poopless.
yeah, kind of mad where I don't care what's gonna happen anymore. Kind of mad. Anyways, but because I even told Conan, I was like, man, we should just cancel this podcast.
Yeah, the podcast was dead for like
the podcast was dead for about 3 hours.
Yeah,
because I was just like, yeah, we shouldn't do this anymore. But here we are.
I saved it. You're welcome, Joby.
Yeah, you're welcome, our 3 listeners.
And Austin.
Because we love you guys that we do this.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was just... But then coming back to school, I'll get to that in my win of the week, because I'm actually really happy about it. But then, yeah, we'll get to that in my win of the week. All right, we're going to skip topic 1 and just talk about that next week. Let's go ahead and jump into topic 2 this week. We kind of had the ghosties whenever these dropped. So we're going to do a little bit of a mini review of it and then talk about the DLC that was announced today for it. Did any of you hear about this today, about the DLC for Sword and Shield?
No, I did not.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, so we'll go first about Sword and Shield. So Pokemon Sword and Shield came out this last year, excuse me. And, you know, it came out to, I wouldn't say mixed reviews. Every review I saw, it had an 8 or higher on a 10 list. But it was just that the fan base was mad because it didn't have all the Pokemon in there. And I mean, the writing was on the wall with what they were going to do with only adding, like, what was it, like 400 and something Pokemon to the game. The writing was on the wall with exactly what they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, everybody knew it, even after they promised they weren't going to do DLC. You know, here it is. I'll get to that in a second. But Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, and I honestly enjoyed the game. I really, a lot of the complaints that people had that said like the XP grind is stupid, like it's too easy to play the game. I had a difficult time playing that. Maybe I'm just getting old man Ghost is like having a horrible time playing the game or being bad at games or something. But I had a fun time playing the game. The water gym that everybody that has been like on the internet and making Rule 34 stuff about, her gym was really hard to go against. Like,
one of the things is like Rule 34 that you had to drop that. Like, I know what I watch.
No, I didn't say me. I said weird people that's been doing it.
Sure.
Okay. Anyways, I think her name's Nessa, whatever. Her gym was really hard. I almost lost to that one. Like, out of all the 8 gyms that I had that was in there before fighting the champion, I almost lost in that one, and I almost lost in the 8th gym with the Dragon Trainer. Other than that, the game was pretty fun to play. I liked the story of it, kind of discovering the stuff in the Galar region with the Sword and Shield dog Pokemon, the cover Pokemon, learning the story about them, kind of trying to get behind the theories behind like how do you Gigamax and Gigantamax your Pokemon. It was a pretty good story. It got kind of really convoluted at the end, really weird, and I don't really kind of understand it. But it kind of fit that cliche that this big corporation is running everything, but they're the good guys until they're not, kind of thing. And
so is it the same like Team Rocket?
No, it's not Team Rocket. No, it's not Team Rocket. There's not a. The team in there is Team. Crap. What is the team? Team in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Oh wait, that brought me bad guy team Pokemon Sword and Shield. What are they called? I forgot what it was. But anyway, the bad guys are like they're not really like even like the bad guys. They're kind of Team Yell. That's what it is. They're cheering on this other competitor that you have. Her name's Marlene. Whatever. They're going around cheering for her, and but she's not a bad guy at all. She's more of like a I want to say anti-hero, but she's not even like doing
like a rival.
She's not even like doing anything bad to be like.
She's a Nintendo villain.
Yeah, there we go. She's not even. I wouldn't even classify her as that. She's a rival, but she's not. Yeah, I guess the best way to put it's rival. If I'm beating around the bush too much with it, but she's not the main rival though. Your main rival's like this kid named Hop, and he's like your best friend growing up. Blah blah blah, whatever.
Of course,
it's red.
All right, dude is utterly worthless throughout the entire game. Dude gets curb stomped worse than OU at the playoff game. Just gets annihilated. Okay, every time he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you next time." No, you're not. You're gonna get bodied. Okay.
Listen here, punk.
Listen here, kid. All right, we've battled like 15 times now. Every 15 times you maybe killed like my Pokemon like out of like the 15 times you maybe killed them like 3 or 4 times, dude. Usually I like clean sweep you. All right, get out of here.
Get out of here, kitty cat.
Yeah, beat it. So, but he's useless. His name's Hop. He's got blue hair or whatever. He's useless. Okay, but the story is pretty good. You become like the champion after doing everything, yada yada. Oh, spoilers! You become the champion in a Pokemon game. You know, no way. Okay. Anyways, my 2 biggest kind of bugaboos with the game was that there's not that much. There's not all the Pokemon are in the game, but I knew that coming in that there wasn't going to be that much in there, and that I had to buy the Nintendo Pass, the Nintendo like online service, to be able to like trade and do Pokemon battles. That's the other thing that made me mad. Now everything else about the game, I had fun with it. I mean the art style of the game looks pretty good. The new Pokemon actually caught my eye because every time I play the game for like a new one like that when I just start out new. I will always play the game with 6 of the Pokemon of the new region. Always. And I forgot my team already, other than Cineroar, was the the complete evolved form of Score Money, the fire Pokemon starter. Oh, and I had a turtle. I called him Lockjaw.
All right.
Oh, and I had that. I had this. They had a corgi Pokemon in the game, like a new one, and I named him Baxter.
Oh, that's my puppy's name.
Because we all love Baxter.
I had a bird Pokemon. I forgot its name, but I always name my bird Pokemon Fap until they wouldn't let me name it anymore. At like I think it was like Pokemon X and Y. I couldn't name it Fap anymore, so I just named it Fapper.
Got him.
Yeah.
Trying to stop me.
I had this psychic Pokemon that was useless. Oh wait, no. And then I had this like weird like poison frog. Not like Toxicroak, but it was like this frog. It was like this poison frog electric type. Dude, like, was like my strongest Pokemon. And like he just like cleaned house. It was awesome. But that's kind of if I had to score Sword and Shield, I'd probably give it 8 out of 10 on the ghost meter. Just it was for the first console Pokemon game, it's there. I'm glad it's there. I'm glad this is like it could have been worse, and I feel like saying that with the Pokemon game is kind of like already a negative that it could have been worse.
Yeah.
But I'm not that much of a Debbie Downer. It was good. I had fun with it. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, so at least you enjoyed it. Like,
yeah,
it would have been something else if you'd have put all that time into it and
exactly
liked it.
So now we go into the Sword and Shield announcements. The Sword and Shield DLC that was announced today. To begin with, though, they said that they were never going to be doing DLC for a Pokemon game.
And guess who's got
Liars.
DLC?
Like, guess who gets? It's the expansion pass for each game. It is $30. So if you got both of the games, if you got Sword and Shield, it's $60 to get expansion packs for both of them. Now, the other thing, like I said earlier, the writing was on the wall with what they were going to do. If they only added like 400 or so Pokemon to it, the next logical step they're going to do, we're going to put some Pokemon back in DLC because we know you're going to buy it. And of course, one of the very first Pokemon they showed off in the new Pokedex and the DLC is one of my favorite dragon types, Garchomp. Garchomp's it's a shark dragon, but he looks more. Think of like a fantasy like sand shark dragon is what he is, and he's pretty cool. I hope, yeah, he's my favorite dragon type Pokemon besides Rayquaza, and Rayquaza's coming into the game as well. But Rayquaza's a legendary Pokemon. So the two expansion packs are called the Isles of Armor expansion, and then the second one is the Crown Tundra. The first one of the Armor expansion is kind of like in this. You go to like this dojo place to start off, and you immediately get like the new legendary Pokemon, but you have to so you're in this dojo, so you train. I guess we're doing karate now in Pokemon, and then the Pokemon trains as well, and then he evolves into the legendary type for that expansion pack. And then you continue more of the story for the Isles of Armor. It's an interesting idea.
Pokemon's turned into a lot of stuff.
And see, that's the thing. The thing that people have been complaining about with Pokemon is that this is the 8th generation of really the same thing is what people's been complaining about. So, we're getting kind of new things here, and I like that they're venturing out and going for it. If it fails, it fails, but it's Pokemon. It's like pizza,
Even when it's bad.
Even when it's bad, it's pizza. The only pizza I'll turn down is like pineapple and Canadian bacon pizza, Hawaiian style, whatever it is. Other than that, I'll tear up some pizza.
Same with Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tear it up.
I
had Hawaiian pizza the other day, and it was actually pretty good.
I mean, it's okay to be wrong, but
it was leftover from somebody else in the office.
Hawaiian pizza's great. I don't know what your problem is.
Pineapple doesn't go on pizza, dude. Okay.
Pineapple is delicious.
Look, this isn't the time and place for this one. Okay. Time and place it all for this one. Let's have a good podcast. Conan's already mad at me.
I was going to say the only bad pizza is cheese pizza because literally every pizza comes with cheese on it.
No, cheese pizza's alright. I mean, cheese pizza's there. You know, it's okay. You could just imagine the toppings. You'd be alright.
That's what I want to do.
It's like, oh man, I wish there was some pepperoni on this while I eat my cardboard. But, you know, alright. But I think, like, if the DLC's fun and worth it, like, has a good story with both of them, has a meaning, has a reason to add like $30 to the game, you know, I'll enjoy it. And it's, if it works, probably going to be the set sort of market strategy they're going to be having here on out.
Yeah,
which kind of sucks because I want a full 3D console Pokemon game with all 800 and so of those little critters. Okay, I want to catch them all, not pay for them all.
I mean, that's literally their tagline. Like,
exactly. But
you catch them with money.
You catch them, you make it rain, and that's how you get them. That's confirmed. Not how you get Pokemons.
Pokemon are prostitutes.
So is the DLC, is it going to be like a new story just in the same?
Yes, it's a new story in a new area. You could go there still with like your... See, they didn't explain how this was going to work. That, how it's going to work, how it's like going to work with it.
It's like the Orange Isles.
Like, are you like? Can you go do the new DLC with level 100 Pokemon, like, and just like blaze through it, or are they gonna like do like a some sort of like soft cap with it? So yeah, exactly.
Or is it just like, oh hey, we didn't put all the Pokemon in the Pokédex right off the bat, so now pay us this money, and oh hey, you can now catch them all.
Exactly. I think the story is going to be pretty good, though. I think a couple of the videos I've watched explain to me a little bit more in depth on what like they're doing. So I think it'll be okay. I really do think it's going to be okay.
Part of me hopes that fails, so then it doesn't become the thing going forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then we get a bad Pokemon game. And I don't want to, as much as like it's like Star Wars. Like as much as like, oh my God, we haven't got there yet. Ooh. We'll get to Star Wars here in a minute. Because that came out and that was not good.
Speak for yourself.
No, I will. I will yell for my... Alright. We're not there yet. Calm down. Okay. But I don't want the Pokemon game to be bad ever. But if it's bad, then I'll probably still support it like how I did with Star Wars. That's kind of my example I was going to give with it, for I was rudely interrupted.
Okay.
So, I think going forward, I think the DLC is probably going to work because people are going to buy it strictly on the, oh hey, I can catch 200 more of these little critters.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's going to work. And then, because the first DLC drops in June, I believe, and then the second one drops in the fall. So, it's probably going to be the date of the end of June is the first one that's going to be available. So it'll probably hit June, whatever the very last day of June is. Whenever you put the tagline, it'll arrive in fall. The fall season is like, it's like
September, October.
It's like it's like October, or it's like August 20. No. Yeah, it's September. September 21st to December 21st, to December 20th. So probably going to be dropping that second DLC during Christmas time, because they're probably not going to release another game this year. Is kind of my thought on it.
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense to drop it around Christmas time. Like,
because it's a 6 month release strategy with expansion packs, which gives a lot of dead time. But if it works, it works.
if it fits, it ships. Man, I don't know. Like, I don't have much affinity for Pokemon stuff anymore. So it's, I don't know.
But you know what time it is for now?
What time is it for it now?
It is time for everybody's favorite new segment, Hitler Clicks. How many clicks is Pokemon away from Hitler? Let's find out.
We need to find a song for the intro.
I know. I was thinking I'm gonna try to make one. I'm gonna make it really upbeat, like 90s upbeat, and then just be like, "That's Hitler" kind of thing at the end.
like a Full House theme song.
Yes, exactly.
That's Hitler.
Like 90s, 80s sitcom. Exactly. All right. So here we are on Pokemon, and the first click doesn't count going to Wikipedia, correct?
Correct.
All right. I am going to click on... I'm going to try to click on Japan, because, Pokemon, Japan.
Axis powers.
Axis. Or I guess maybe I can't. There's 47 things of Japan in Pokemon just now. Good Jesus. Official website. No, that doesn't. No, we're not going to the official Pokemon website. Doesn't count. All right, I'm gonna click on Nintendo. All right.
Probably a safe bet.
All right. Now I'm clicking on Kyoto. Now I'm clicking on Japan. So that's 3. How do you spell Naxxus? N-A...
A-X.
Oh, it says, why was I trying to spell? I don't know what I was trying to spell. All right. So now we're clicking on World War II. So we're at, have we been keeping count? This is the 4th click, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we are back to our good pal. No, I'm not going to say.
Yeah, don't finish that.
So, Hitler is 5 clicks away from Pokemon.
That's actually closer.
That's Hitler.
Than a lot of the other ones we've done.
That is, actually.
A lot of them take 6. That one's 5.
Hitler created Pokemon. Confirmed.
6 clicks away.
Well, hello there, Baxter.
Yeah. He wanted to come say hello. So he did.
All right. All right, let's jump into topic 3. What have you been playing this week? Mage?
I say his will be shorter.
I actually got to play some League this weekend and got to silver.
That's fun. I made it to silver a while back too. I think I'm like almost silver 3 now.
I'm happy with myself because I haven't been silver in a long time.
It's good. I'm happy for you.
Doesn't new rank start tomorrow?
No, I think it started today actually.
But now I can start with a higher MMR. So if I do well on the prelims or whatever you call them, I'll start higher than like whatever I started before.
Iron 1 instead of Iron 4.
Yeah. You always start lower than what you were at. So right, but the cool thing is, did you have to do promos to go from Iron 1 to Silver 4?
Promos that
I did.
Bronze 1 to Iron
Yeah,
4?
Yeah.
I did.
I didn't have to.
If you win a lot in a row, I don't think you have to.
I think that's what happened. Is I won like Let's look at my match history, my rank. I've been doing nothing but ARAMs. Like, okay, here's my ranked games. My last 10 ranked games, I won 8 of them.
Yeah, I think it's like if you win 5 in a row.
So I just kind of just bumped up to silver, and I was pretty happy about it because, man, there's nothing more like stupid than promos because people always act stupid as hell in them.
Yeah, you gotta wait like a month before doing ranked.
Yeah, exactly.
That or ranked in the morning. League in the morning is the best league because
that's when all the tryhards are on. But yeah, I'm at 11 ranked wins right now this season. In 54 LP. That tells you how many ranked I've actually played this season. I haven't played that much ranked at all. I'm happy with it. Anyways,
probably a good life decision.
Yeah. Conan Jones, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing I've been modding my factory game.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got some mods for it. I kind of started a new one just with the mods right off the bat and just like cheating my way through it. One of the guys from work bought me a game that I have yet to install called Rim World that he said I would like based on what we were talking about in the car.
He bought you the game?
Well, like we did a unit gift exchange, and he didn't buy anything in time for the lunch that we had, where we had the actual gift exchange.
Classic.
So then he felt like crap, and he was like, "I'll just get you a game that's like more expensive than the like over the limit kind of thing." And I was just like, "Oh, okay, like it is what it is, man. Like I ain't stressing." But
he got you Rim World?
Yeah, Rim World.
I've actually seen gameplay of that. That game is crazy, and I think you will like it.
So that's what he was saying. He was like, "Yeah, based on like what we've talked about in the car, just driving around to different places." He's like, "You'll probably get down with that one." So I need to try it out eventually. Earth has been on the PBE for a little bit. I've played a couple bit of it. It's kind of it, man.
Well, that's good.
So,
all right. So, I've been playing Breath of the Wild, and my opinion of this game at first was I absolutely hated this game. I thought it was like a worthless game. I didn't understand why everyone liked it. I was getting just destroyed left and right. And I was just like, why is this fun? Why are my weapons keep breaking? Why am I like as like flimsy as a freaking like toothpick? Okay? This is not fun. Why are people liking this game so much? And I try to go into like every like game genre that I've really liked in the past without looking up a guide at all. Like Annie's like, I want to go into it blind, have as much like figure things out on my own as much as possible, and just not feel like a weenie having to go through a guide. Okay. I finally make it up to Zora's Domain by myself. Okay. It took me like maybe like the better part of a week trying to just get to the first like boss part of the game.
That's what you want.
And I was like, all right, I got here by myself. Let's figure out what I've been doing wrong. Okay. So I didn't buy any armor. And I didn't know I was supposed to be like buying armor. You never had to buy armor before in a Zelda game. And it never like made it like clear to me that it was like, hey, you need to buy this armor. Okay? Baxter, calm down. Okay, you can tell your story in a minute.
His little squeaky toy is on my desk and he's not having it. So I'm just kind of like muting myself between me saying something.
That's funny. But so I look up a guide and I'm just figure out what I've been doing wrong. I haven't bought any armor. The weapons break because, it's just how the game's made. So I'm like, fine. Okay, that's fine. I get armor. I was like, oh, hey, suddenly I'm not like, a toothpick anymore. I can actually like take a hit and not get one-shotted every time. Like, this is getting fun. You get the Zora armor. It lets you swim a little bit faster and like swim up waterfalls. Like, oh, this is cool. Okay. Get further along in the game and stuff. And then I'm suddenly, and now I'm about like, I'd probably say about 20 hours into the game after I figured that out, like nonstop of having fun with it. And I'm like, oh, hey, here I am fighting the end boss. How did I get here so quickly? and then I was just like, I had really like if they would have done a better job of explaining it to me, like, hey, you've played Zelda for ever since it was in the old ass Nintendo Entertainment Center system. Okay, you've never had to buy armor before except for the Goron armor and the Zora armor. And we usually give that to you. And it does nothing to your stats. Okay? But hey, you need to go get this armor now or you're going to get one-shotted like in everything. If they would have explained that a little bit better to me, I would have had a lot better time a lot quicker.
Yeah, it's kind of a different story at that point.
Yeah. But now what I've been doing, I beat the game. I got the Master Sword. I did unlock all the... there's like these like 12 secret memories things you're supposed to unlock. I got like 6 of them done because I didn't care about it. But
fair enough.
That's kind of what I'm going to go do. That's what I've been doing now. And I've been having fun with it. It's been good. It's a good solid game. 9 out of 10.
It's like, now that I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Tune changed pretty quick after that one.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Inferior Mage, what is your win of the week?
Pretty much everything except Monday. It's been a good week. Got back into the gym stuff. Felt good doing that.
Good. I've been doing that too. I've been my kind of like weird like New Year's resolution that I did for myself, even though I didn't really like say this out loud to myself or like think it, was that I was gonna drink nothing but water and just cut out pop as much as I could. And that's what I've been doing. I looked at this thing that I'm supposed to like, how much water I'm supposed to actually drink a day. Excuse me. And it's like, for me, for my body size and for like how active, or I guess the lack of activity I get, I'm supposed to drink like almost like 32 cups of water a day. So I've just been like, filling up my Yeti cup every chance I get. Just like, oh, top me off.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah, it is. I've been using the restroom a lot, but
it's probably not accurate either. 30. I doubt you need 32 cups. But more water is not bad for you.
Right.
It's not going to kill you.
Well, no. Another listener of the show, my friend Lauren, she was the one that was telling me about like you underestimate how much water you need to be drinking. She was like, however much water you have been drinking, you need to like almost double it. And that's how much how much water you need in your system. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. You're a nurse for a reason. I go to you every time I have some sort of like medical issue. Like, hey, am I about to die from this? Like, no, just get up.
Start move more.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll die from it.
Yeah. But all right. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over on that. Go ahead, Mage.
No, I mean that was it. Like it's been a good week other than like Monday just being crazy.
Yeah.
Work's not been too bad. My phone not having any service has been kind of nice because people aren't texting me 500 times a day.
That's good.
So, or aren't able to text me 500 times a day. So yeah, it's been good.
That's good. Yep. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
My win this week. I had to look at the thing again before what I put in there. I have a new show that I am going to be watching every week.
Is it called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
It's
Yes.
pretty close to that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It is called My Feet Are Killing Me.
Friendship is magic.
My feet are killing me.
Okay.
Rainbow Adventures.
All right, awesome. I like this.
So it's like Dr. Pimple Popper, except it's for like people with jacked up feet. I watched an episode last night.
I wish y'all could see my face right now, because I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I watched an episode last night. Honestly, I started it just to like freak my wife out. But then I actually
she likes weird stuff too, like that.
The
That's why they
surgery
work.
stuff like freaks her out.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the gross stuff, pimple popper stuff. That's too much for her.
Okay.
But like, so I started out watching it just kind of to freak her out. But then I got into it and I wanted to see like how it turned out after they were done with the surgeries and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like actually kind of about it. Like it was weird, but
Do you have a thing for feet?
it's not that
What's
kind
happening?
Conan Jones is revealing things on this podcast, and I am uncomfy right now.
Goodness, I can't do nothing.
All right, my win of the week is actually a pretty good one. I'm pretty happy with it. None of my band kids actually quit band. I don't know what changed their mind. I changed their mind, but they didn't quit band. I also kind of apologized to them about me being so stressed out last week or the end of the semester. And then I've been better this week. So, things have been a lot better in the band's room. But the other thing is that I got two kids in band this semester. One of them is a brand new clarinet player. So they're going to take a little bit to get to where I need them to be. But the other one is that, remember like last year around this time, I was talking about having a great freshman clarinet player. And then they quit band over the summer and I was so bummed out about it. But Lord and behold, the student came back and has just kind of just fit right back into everything. And I'm so grateful for it.
The prodigal child has returned. Goodness.
We've been doing some good things. That we're playing Cortland Hills and Marzo's and Gario for our contest pieces, and it's for first week of them getting music that's a little bit more difficult for them. They've been running it out of the park. I think we're gonna, if I could get my flutes on board with everything else that we've been doing, I think we had a serious shot at making it the state contest.
Good. That is way more positive than you were last time.
Oh yeah, let's not. We'll talk about that after the podcast.
Yeah.
But all right, Conan Jones, go ahead and shoot us with the outro.
Whoa. All right, so thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at Low Scale Gaming. Do we have a Facebook?
No, yeah, we do. We do, I think.
I don't think we do.
I thought we did.
I don't have us a Facebook. Do you have us a Facebook?
I think so.
I don't have us a Facebook.
I guess we'll get us a Facebook that we'll never use.
Yeah, we did use the other ones first.
Yeah.
Hard pass on the Facebook.
If you have a question or subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow. And this is 2020.